What's up, everybody? This is my testimony of my supernatural experience with Jesus. A brief history about me. I've dealt with the paranormal over the past year or so, mostly not so friendly entities. I realized dealing with the paranormal that you really don't know what you're going up against, so you're kind of going into a blind slug fest, if you want to call it that, because you can't really see what's on the other side. With that said, I decided that it was bigger than me. It was more than I could handle. So March 1st of this year, 2017, which was officially Ash Wednesday, was my first day back in service. Going to service in over 25 years. So why not? It'd be a perfect time to start giving my broken self or lost self to Jesus. And I started going back every week. April 18th, another key date. Tuesday night around midnight, I was getting ready for bed, brushed my teeth, and a force came over me and turned my body physically 90 degrees and pulled me into the shower curtain. There was a towel rod that was attached to the wall I was able to hang on to, otherwise I would have went head first into the tub. I just remember climbing out, pulling myself out of there and saying, what the hell just happened? This is not normal. Fast forward to next month, May 27th, Memorial Day weekend. It was a Saturday morning. Getting ready for work. I was shaving and felt the stinging sensation on my bicep. Obviously I couldn't see anything, so I just kind of shook it off and went about my day. Came home that night and was getting ready to take a shower. Bear with me one second here. I got a picture of it. 10 hours later, this is what appeared on my bicep, which was from the burn mark, or from the burning sensation. So you can see it almost looks like a miniature hoof print, like something was trying to brand me. This scabbed over. Took about a week to heal. I continued to pray like I do every day, and I remember asking in a dream. I remember I got done praying and I asked Jesus, I said, why did you allow this to happen to me? I told you I would serve you. And I had a dream shortly afterwards, and it was like this computer screen or picture just showed up in my head with, in parentheses, it says repent. And I realized that I hadn't repented in 25 plus years, probably since high school, and it's a lot of sin to be carrying on your back. And when you haven't repented, the devil still owns real estate on your soul. He can tell Jesus, I own 75% of you, of this soul, because he has not repented. And sadly, from what I hear, this is true. And July 2nd, that was the morning that I met Jesus. And I still hadn't repented, mind you. But he still showed up. I woke up a little bit earlier than I normally do. I had about an hour to spare. So I figured, well, I'm going to try and go fall back asleep for a little bit since it was my day off, and I had some time to spare before I was getting ready for church. So I closed my eyes, and I was kind of tossing and turning for about 10-15 minutes. And then all of a sudden, I see these two circles of light, these balls of light that are just about a foot above me. So, mind you, I had my eyes closed still. I didn't want to open them because I was afraid that that these balls of light were going to disappear. So I just kept my eyes closed, and I started to squint to make out what it was. And all I could see were these two hands above me. And I just knew that it was a good presence. It wasn't anything bad. But I said, okay, if it's my time, then it's my time. If not, I understand. Um, Whatever you're here for, I said, I trust you. The hands came down, and then they touched each one of my sides of my ribs, and the hands were on me, very gentle, not there to hurt me or anything, and I just felt this energy go through me. It was an unconditional love, something that I never felt before. You have your siblings, your parents, and that unconditional love, but this is something entirely different. Something much greater. It was the most amazing feeling that I can describe until you feel it yourself. It was awesome. A couple weeks later, felt that there was a need to get a tattoo. I'm not really. I have some tattoos, yes, but I wasn't planning on getting any more. But I felt that this was important enough to get done. So it was funny because I went into to see the tattoo guy that I go to, and I didn't tell him the story of what actually happened, but when I told he was kind of curious as to why I wanted to get this tattoo done. But when I told him the story of me actually experiencing this, he was sitting in his chair, and he literally pushed himself back because the chairs had wheels on it, about 5 feet backwards from me, just in complete awe. He says, I've heard of ghost stories and things happening and people seeing things and stuff. He goes, but I never encountered anyone that's had an experience with God or Jesus. I said, well, now you got a story to tell. I said, you got something that you can brag about. So this is from, you can see the hands. That's where Jesus came and touched me. So nonetheless, I just wanted to share my story with you guys. Thank you for watching.